in the chat. Fans in the chat.
Fans in the chat. It's hot.
Flames
It's hot
in the chat. Water in the chat. It's burning up in here. It's like a sauna in here. Corey brought one fan to work. Let's talk about Corey's selfishness. Let's start the episode with that. Clapping for what? You brought one fan. Why would you bring fans for right? What's going on?
Burning down.
What kind of niggas you?
You be over here. You been here every week, brother.
Yeah, but you got that Amazon fan.
You DoorDash every day. Now you could have DoorDash you a fan.
We need somebody to order another one.
You all need DoorDash you a fan.
That's the first time you ever said something funny in your life. Congratulations.
Oh, man.
Congratulations.
And I said it while being cool.
Oh man. All right. Well, let's talk about how fat niggas got to carry towels with them. Where's your towel?
Shit, I got the fan. I got the fan.
Towel or fan?
Fan
whooping that towel.
Towel or fan?
Fan whooping that towel.
Yeah, but he's still sweating.
I'm hoping it bank off of him and hit me.
I ain't even put it on. I ain't selfish. I throw it
What
over there like this.
What settings?
There we go. It's bad for you.
Settings. It
I
got
caught
3
a
powers. Low, middle, high.
What you got on right now?
I don't even know.
Let me see.
It might be on high.
That's gonna fuck up the audio. You can't have that on.
Yeah,
you can't have that on. That's gonna fuck up the audio. That's gonna be on their headphones. Nah, no fans. New rule, no fans. That motherfucker loud. That motherfucker loud, boy.
Somebody say something?
Yeah.
You gonna get us demonetized. Anywho,
I
watching?
never heard of a demonetization for a fan.
I mean, if something's blowing in their headphones, I will report it. Let me introduce the show. You watching the ADLA podcast? Make some noise.
Go crazy.
All right, Auntie's not here. She's at work. Ash Bash, I believe, is on her honeymoon to that midget.
Uh-oh.
And so we got a special guest host today. Make some noise for Twoske.
Wow.
Yes, sir. Welcome back, brother.
Man, it's a blessing.
We also got my co-host Corey in the house. He's back.
I'm back,
What's up,
guys.
Corey was not here last week, nor did he watch the episode from last week.
That's
we'll
not
talk about
true.
that.
That's not true.
You didn't watch the episode. Make some noise for our producer, Jada Stokes.
Let's go, Jada.
What's up, y'all?
And last but not least, make some noise for our host, Media Spill Network. All right, back to Corey not giving a fuck. You didn't show up. You flaked last week.
I didn't flake.
No call, no
I had
show.
a family emergency.
What?
What
I
happened?
had a family emergency.
Bad?
My grandpa's in the hospital.
Oh, you did have a family emergency.
So
That's
You gotta
the-
let him keep the fan.
I'm going to let him get
I had
off.
to go
Let him
pull
keep
up
the
on my
fan.
grandpa.
Yeah. No call, no show, though.
That's where you got the fans from?
It's not a no call, no show.
Did you call me?
I did. And you didn't answer. And
No
then
call, no
Ashley
show.
called.
Okay.
So I reported. I talked to the I talked to my peoples.
Okay. Did you watch last week's episode?
Yeah, man.
What did we
watched
talk
the
about last
episode.
week?
A lot of shit,
Like
man.
what?
He don't know.
I know
You
you
don't
I
don't know.
do know. I saw it. I
You don't
saw
know,
it
bro.
all.
No, I don't want to hear Don't Panic clips. I don't hear clips.
Didn't Ash Bash cry? Ash Bash announced a marriage.
You follow Don't Panic?
That's how he seen it.
Yeah, he saw it on the click pages.
Hey man, we on the couch together, man. You couldn't
Don't share. Yeah, you did cut the fan off.
Well, I see.
Looks
That's
like
why.
you need a towel.
That's why, man. You ain't been helping out, man.
I got a towel.
I got a fan.
I done threw the Dijon Paul fit on.
I was just about
Long
to get to
sleeve
that.
got me in here hot.
I was just going to
I'm doing a
ask,
report card today.
what made you dress like me for today?
Bro, it's only right, bro. I looked at that shit. I said, oh, yeah, that's the drip for the day. That's the drip for the day. You feel me?
I might never wear that shit again.
It don't matter. Next time you wear something else, I'm going to put that shit on, too. Put that shit on, brother.
Man. Okay, man. So what was your thoughts? Because, I haven't seen you in many years.
Man,
Yeah, we worked together
it was
many
a
years.
bumpy road, bro.
Yeah, a long time.
Last time I seen you, that's when I made Push Ain't Shit.
Yep, on God.
In that studio, bro. It was
yep.
me, you, the rest of the gang.
Absolutely.
Locked in.
All right, man. So how's life been since then? Let's talk.
Man, I went through a bumpy road, bro. Did that little time. I just did 5.5 years, man, and I did that shit, knocked that shit out, bro.
Yes, sir.
I'm ready to get back to it. I'm blessed. A lot of people don't make it out of that place. You know what I'm saying?
true.
A lot of people get smut upon their name. A lot of people get on drugs, get whooped out, all kind of things. So I just thank God that I prevailed and was able to come back and really do my thing, bro. So shit just been going rapid. I ain't slept in 3-4 days.
Really?
Going crazy though.
Okay.
Features after features, booked up for shows. It's time.
I saw you in the studio damn near like the same night.
Yeah.
Watching your
Shot a
story.
video same day, studio same night. Hell yeah.
All right. So was you working on any music while you was in there, or?
Actually, I was working on a lot of shit when I was in there. Me and EBK J-Bo, we got like 2 of them.
Okay.
I was sending back-to-back songs with other people, but I really didn't want to drop from that setting, bro, because I felt like I really couldn't take advantage of the craft. So I felt like I would have just been doing songs for other people to really go and vibe off verse. Me being able to, benefit from it. So I just made a lot of content, made a lot of songs, and kept it to myself. You know what I mean?
That's cool.
Just
A lot of writing
just to perfect my craft and stay, in the loop.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, bet. So I really want to talk to you about just what's your take on the LA rap scene now that you're coming back to it after 5 years? How's it changed? How's it stayed the same? Like, give me your report card for it. Since you
my take on it changed tremendously. Like, I feel like now this shit is revolved around content and relevancy. It's not really even so much of the music from what I'm seeing, because
Facts.
I'm gonna be honest, for LA rap scene, it's kind of like, God, the music ain't even. It's really the actions that people doing that's making them boom more so than the music, bro. And I feel like as West Coast artists, we need to step it up, bro, because we relevant here, but the rest of the world is still moving on.
Now, when you say the actions, are you talking like antics, shenanigans, or like social media content?
Social
like, what
media
do you mean by
content,
action?
things like that. Yeah.
Not necessarily the. So you saying gimmicks, not necessarily the records.
Gimmicks, not necessarily records.
Is it anything that you like though?
It's a few. It's a few records that really set off. That I was hearing from there. Chef Boy was making noise. 310 Baby was making noise. I like to see LA rappers step out of that box. I like to see them get over that hump. And it's like I seen a lot of LA artists just be content with where they at. You know what I'm saying? They get they homies and the homegirls posting their shit, and they feel they rich, they feel they made it. But it's like, it's a big ass world out there, bro. People don't be caring about that shit until you really cross over. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
What's your take on like the support aspect or the platform aspect? Are LA rappers getting enough support, you think, since you've been?
I feel like LA rappers don't even support each other, bro. To be honest.
Okay.
It starts in house to me. If LA artists learn how to start supporting each other, everybody else wouldn't have no choice but to support also. You know what I mean? But if you see your coworker, you know what I'm saying, putting in his potential and putting in his work, you should help your coworkers. You know what I mean? You're on the same profession, bro. So it's like, I be feeling like people be afraid that like putting somebody else on or looking out for somebody else to dim their light, versus looking at it overall that it'll make the whole West Coast blow, bro.
That's a common perception. So what are some ways LA rappers could support each other in your opinion?
Shit, in my opinion, when people drop, follow up, repost their shit for them. Open up. When these new young artists coming out, support them. Hop on their shit. Push their shit out there. Versus just ignoring them. You know what I'm saying, bro?
Okay.
Like, they wait till you big, and then they want to
show
jump
love,
in and show love like they've been there the whole time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
they don't really
that.
grab you and...
So dang, I feel okay. Let me ask you this. I know I'm asking a lot of questions, but do you? That's you.
Yeah, that's me.
Oh, good. This pre-recorded, so they can crop it all out. Let me ask you this: do you feel like that was still going on back when you was having your run before you went in?
Man,
was it the same situation? Anything changed?
That happened all the way.
Okay, so nothing's changed.
Nah, I don't see it changing in that aspect.
Oh, what about like Kendrick and GNX and the pop out? Did we have a good year last year? You think?
I feel like you was a big part of that, bro. If you want me to be honest, if you didn't shake it up and stir it up like that, bro, we still would be looked at the same way. Really? I feel like with that GNX, that gave us exposure to the world and opened up. You know what I'm saying? Like, damn, there's some dudes out here that's really hard.
It was a dope platform.
And I feel like, damn, it took Kendrick to do that when there's dudes that's around that's seeing us every day that could help. You know what I'm saying? But could have did the same thing. So now that they see Kendrick doing it, I see other people trying to jump on ship, you know what I'm saying, and grab certain people. But you shook that up, bro. That wasn't going on until you made that a thing.
I appreciate that.
Yeah.
I always look at it like fish rot from the head down.
Yeah.
So I wanted to do something that would get top dogs
Yeah.
attention because they are top dogs.
Exactly.
So I wanted to get the highest to like realize like, hey, there's a problem going on in LA. Everything's not well.
Yeah.
All the issues we just talked about have been going on since I was in high school.
Hell yeah.
So I kind of wanted to bring attention to that, and that's what the report card.
Man, that was smart, bro. I'm watching from a phone and a cell, fool. Watching all this shit. I wasn't saying nothing, wasn't posting nothing, but I watched every step of the way because it's my profession, you know what I'm saying? So I'm just watching and seeing like, damn, how the dynamics changing, what's going on with this, what's going on with that, and that made a big difference, fool. Yeah.
Appreciate it.
West Coast supposed to give you homage for that.
Thank you. I mean, one day, whenever it's time.
Yeah.
But okay, I forgot to ask you. Give me your top 5, like your personal top 5 LA rappers of all time.
Top 5 LA rappers all time.
Yeah.
Rappers or singers?
Rappers. Hip hop rappers.
Okay. Of all times.
All time. Anywhere in the county, Long Beach, Compton, Inglewood, East Side, West Side.
We're gonna have to start off with the roof down. So we're gonna have to start off with Snoop, because Snoop been doing this shit for years, forever, bro. And more so than just the music, just even with the football shit, everything that he do for the community. So I'm gonna start right there. Then number 2, I'm gonna have to go with, you know, I'm ratchet, bro. So it's like I'm gonna have to go with my era and my lane. I'm gonna have to give it to Jizzle, because I love YG. That's big, bro. I gotta give him, because he turned our whole ratchet sound from the skateboarding all the way to a whole different lane. So I'm gonna give it to YG on that one.
He's on mine too.
Number 3, Ty. I feel like Ty is a new version of Nate Dogg to me. So I'm gonna put it to my generation more so than the generation before me. So I'm gonna say Ty.
Respect. Okay.
For the younger generation, that opened up that auto-tune wave and everything that came with that. Who else would I give it to, man? Shit, we're gonna have to cut.
Why?
Because I don't know who to get number 3 to. Let me see.
No, you already got 3. You got
I said Snoop,
YG, Ty. You need 2 more. Take your time. We ain't live.
Who else made some impact, bro, that I feel? K-Dot and Nip. There we go.
K-Dot, Nip, YG,
right. I'm gonna
Snoop,
throw
Ty Dolla $ign. That's not a bad top 5.
So I say for sure K-Dot. K-Dot made a big difference, especially what's going on right now. I feel like K-Dot hit the scene without a West Coast sound, bro, and was able to revert back and be like, look, I'm still from the West Coast, and grab other West Coast artists that do that sound and got them the exposure. So you can't leave out K-Dot.
For sure.
And then number 5, I'm gonna have to say Nip. I got to pay homage, because the way he did it, I watched how he started off from all the way banged out to dissing to all the way switched it up to a real program to show you how to get some bread and show you could be from where you from and still support your community and be on some positive shit. So that's what I'm gonna give top 5 for myself right now.
I respect that. Now, after I asked you about that, I want to ask you about the Mustard DMs I saw. Mustard reached out to you.
Man, that's
recently.
That's big, bro, man.
Okay.
So, yeah, you know, I'm back on the scene. So, before I went to jail, I was already in the studio with Mustard every day, but I was playing my part. I was playing my role, bro. I was sitting back, soaking in game with my boy DJ Official, Long Live Official. You know what I'm saying? I was rapping, making songs. We had the big-ass studio, and we used to be in a small studio, bro. So, after they done working up and doing what they do, they'll walk by and hear me in there going crazy. Pito laka. And they used to look like, man, who the fuck is that? Who in there doing all this screaming? Man, y'all gotta, hold on, y'all gotta. And then they start seeing me make that motion. So now that I'm home, I tapped in like, big bro, I'm out. He like, man, a lot of niggas been, you know, using that sound. He like, fool, it's your turn. I need you in here.
What's your take on that? What's your take on him, somebody of his stature, pointing out that quite a few LA rappers, West Coast rappers, have used that sound, that aesthetic you was bringing, that sonic?
I feel like it's greatness. Greatness shine. You know what I'm saying? Me sitting here and act like I'm gonna be mad about it or being upset about it, that's like me drinking poison and hoping somebody else will die. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like every great artist, even Draco, bro, I watched the whole LA. When Draco hit the scene, I watched the whole, when he went away, I watched the whole LA copy that same swag. Yeah. I didn't see him coming home bashing niggas for using this sound.
A couple times, but go ahead.
once again, I was in jail, so it's gonna be some shit that I missed.
He got on Twitter a few mornings.
Even
Migos. He deleted the tweets.
When Migos first came out, everybody who
copied that flow,
and everybody copied that flow. So I feel like when you great, bro, you when your light shining, a lampshade can't dim that, bro. So it's like I'm not gonna sit here and be one of them rappers that's gonna be upset about somebody that's rapping similar to me because that means I'm doing something right. Plus that keep me relevant while I'm gone.
Yeah.
So you're complimented by the imitation sometimes.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Do any of the artists ever reach out or pay homage or contact you or shout you out, or that's not how LA work?
Not really so much of the artists that's copying that lingo rap. Not really. I ain't gonna lie, but a few of them tapped in, had their managers tap in like that behind the scenes. But you know when it's fans involved and egos involved, sometimes niggas don't want to reach out and you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
say certain things because they don't know my take on it or how it'll work out. But yeah, it's gonna play out right, bro.
How it's supposed to.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, Corey, you got the West list? It's in the group chat. You might as well kick that off. I'm gonna let you do your thing.
Okay, for sure. So I'm gonna give you two options. You let me know rapid fire.
Yeah.
Ice Cube or Snoop?
Snoop.
E40 or Short?
40.
YG or Tiger?
YG.
RJ Joe Moses?
RJ.
Greedo or Kalen?
Greedo.
Bino or Blast?
Blast.
Dr. Dre or DJ Quick?
Dr. Dre.
Westside
Quick got
Connection?
that.
Yeah, I
Quick
was
got
gonna
that
say,
shit,
you
though.
picking too fast.
Hold on.
We're not thinking.
Hold on. He said rapid. But Quick got that shit. See, Quick got more shit than people actually know, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To me,
is
Quick
hot.
is more artistic.
Yeah.
He's like Prince. And Dre like Michael Jackson.
Exactly.
More like commercial.
Exactly.
But he's more of the artist.
He more of the artist. He more
relatable.
More relatable. You know what I mean? That G-Funk, all them sounds, he behind a lot of that shit. That's a tough one, bro. I should have took my time on that one.
Oh, yeah.
What else we got?
Westside Connection or the Eastsiders?
That's tough. That's maniacal.
hard.
That's a maniacal question.
That's hard. Why would you even ask something like that?
Hey, man, it's on the list, man.
Well, I ain't gonna lie. When I hear that Eastsiders, that Eastsider, when that come on, I'm gonna have to go with the Eastsiders. I love Trey D.
It turned. I feel like Westside Connection made better albums. Eastside is turning a party or a function up way more.
Yeah,
Crazy.
for sure. To this day.
Westside Connection more commercial, and once again that Eastsiders, bro. That's whew. I want to see my son.
The Chronic or Doggy Style?
The Chronic. That was very impactful, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
Crenshaw or Victory Lap?
Yeah,
That was tough.
That's tough, bro. You tapping into our roots right there.
We did a list, and it kind of flipped me too, because I picked one, and I'm like, I'm riding.
Yeah.
When we did the songs, I'm like, damn.
Like, Crenshaw versus Mailbox
Yeah.
Buddy.
Oh yeah, it was
That was that one. But this time it's Crenshaw versus Victory Lap. Gotta pick.
That's tough, bro.
Can't say both.
Victory Lap, he went to a different level, bro. But Crenshaw, come on, man. I'm from the other side of the tracks, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you, and we all listen to it. I don't care what no nigga talking about, bro.
Everybody listen to Victory Lap. Yeah.
Crenshaw did something different, bro. I'm gonna have to go with Crenshaw.
Crenshaw.
Way he was pushing on that, bro. I'm gonna have to go with Crenshaw, bro.
What's
My
next?
Crazy Life or Good Kid, Mad City?
Oh no!
That's my favorite question.
Oh no!
We battle over this one.
This
all the
My
time.
Crazy
Oh
Life.
no!
I'm Good Kid, Mad City.
You know, I'm ratchet though, bro.
It's My Crazy. I know you go with My Crazy Life.
My Crazy
You go with
Life,
My Crazy
nigga,
Life.
that was what?
Man.
Left, right.
I'm ratchet.
I just wanna
Left,
party.
My
I
Crazy
was
Life was
BPT.
good.
Yeah, he going.
Come on, bro.
He going
My
with
Crazy Life was good, but
Good
But
Kid,
Good
Mad
Kid,
City.
Mad City?
He
Good
trained
Kid,
it-
Mad City went crazy.
Come on.
It was too like L7.
Nah, because he was
Nah,
outside,
he was
but not
popping. He was
affiliated.
popping it on that too.
He
though.
was outside, but it's just
Man,
Compared
if
to
you
My
listen
Crazy
to that,
Life.
he was popping it on there. But compared to My Crazy Life,
I feel like that's like the cousin of somebody turn. My Crazy Life is the turnt cousin.
I feel that.
Or the turnt friend. You got like
Yeah.
the calmer, nonchalant.
We got the homie that really got put on, and the homie
and the
that's with
homie
the nigga that got
that's
put
with the
on.
nigga. Yeah, he on the porch too.
Yeah.
But that My Crazy Life, bro, you could turn that on right now, fool, and that's gonna bring back memories.
Yeah,
I feel like the same with my Good Kid, Mad City.
But
That
it's
head, I don't, man. Hey,
yeah.
man.
I feel
I
like
got at least
He
just
going
a
my
good
crazy
kid in that
life.
city.
I'm going my crazy life. They already know.
By myself with this one again.
I got to.
Boys in the Hood or Menace to Society?
You just asked the same question twice. It's the same thing. Menace to Society is my crazy life. Boys in the Hood is Good Kid, Mad
And I'm
City.
finna say Menace to Society. I ain't gonna lie.
Damn.
Yeah, got to.
Friday or next Friday?
This one here is Lollipop.
No, that's Friday after next.
Oh, that's
That's the
Next
third one.
Friday when he
The
goes
first
to,
one or
Rachel
the second one?
Cucamonga. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go. I'm gonna have to go Fridays, bro. I gotta go original on them. I got to. Plus, I grew up around there, bro. I used to walk past that house every day. We used to walk in front of that motherfucker on our way to school and shit. So, even the liquor store on Normandy, yeah. So, I'm gonna have to go with number one.
Friday after next or The Wash?
It's the kidnappers again.
Sissysboro.
It's the people from the Sisters Brew.
Sissysboro.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go with the Wash, bro. They went crazy on that. They went crazy on that,
I'm
bro.
going to watch. That
They
nigga
went
Trady said,
crazy
"Hey,
on
I
that.
ain't here, homie.
That nigga said, "Don't say my name, homie."
That's my
Yeah,
favorite
it's me,
scene.
Bone.
Face,
Yeah,
Slim,
oh, crispy dog.
That's my favorite scene. That nigga was an idiot.
Yeah, that nigga's crazy. DJ Pooh go crazy.
All this over 2 punk ass
Wait,
quarters.
wait a minute, nigga. All this over 2 punk ass quarters? Yeah, he go crazy.
All
For sure.
right, that was West. I wanted to keep it on the West Coast. So Snoop Dogg left a comment. Give me 1 second. He left a comment on my post recently over the weekend. So I made this. I've been doing these versus memes.
Yeah.
I got T-Pain and Nate Dogg going crazy right now. I got Dom and Nipsey going crazy right
Yeah.
now. So this is Ice Cube versus Snoop Dogg, and we'll go through in a second. But Snoop Dogg left a comment over the weekend. He said, "Cube is my big homie. I'm never over him. He started this gangster shit.
Yeah.
I bow out. Thanks, but no thanks. West Coast, West Coast." Before we go through the list, 10 songs for 10 songs. What's y'all take on Snoop Dogg's comment?
That's love. That's respect.
That's love. He basically saying, I'm not about to let this shit turn me against somebody that I respect and I love. So before I do that, I'd rather take myself out the equation and he can have that.
Okay, what
And I
about you?
respect that.
I feel like that's respect. That's like this is my big homie. This the OG.
Yeah.
Like you started it before me.
Hell yeah.
So I'm gonna pay homage.
I'ma pay
you
homage
did-
to that.
It's like Kobe and Jordan. Niggas be wanting to compare. Everybody want to say Mike this, Mike. Kobe took it right after Jordan and worked his ass off. And he was like, hey,
Goddamn
"This is
right.
the OG. I can't say I'm better than him because I'm
Hell
trying
no.
Be like,
I'm
that.
trying to be
like
like, I'm
you,
trying
yeah.
to get to where he at. Hell yeah. I agree on that.
I looked at it like I like the humbleness of it, the humility of it. Like how he was, even though he's this huge icon,
Yeah.
he's still able to humble himself for his OG.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's probably why God blesses him so much. He has so much success because he remained humble.
Yeah.
He didn't let all that success get to his head, apparently. So I did like the comment. At the same time, I feel like, to use the Kobe Jordan analogy, if we were to sit here and take Jordan's 10 best plays or 10 best seasons and whatnot and compare it to Kobe's best seasons or best games or best plays, are we trying to pit them against each other, or are we just having a conversation about sports? Like, is it a malicious conversation where we trying to disrespect somebody?
I feel like it's not disrespected at all.
Nah, it's not disrespectful.
Because,
yeah.
like I said, he showed love. Like Kobe would say, "Oh yeah, I respect my." But if you ask Kobe, really, he gonna be like, "Nigga, I'm
Nigga,
the
I go
best."
crazy.
So
Yeah,
I feel like
niggas-
Snoop is the most famous
Yeah.
gangster rapper there is.
But
Like,
Cube is right there too. He's
Cube
just
is-
as
yeah.
famous. He's like
Yeah.
it's like 1 and 2.
So it's
Yeah.
like, all right,
Yeah.
all right. When you get to another level, it's like, shit, man, we can't top this. Like, yeah, you started it first, so
Man, that's the
it's
most.
love.
Next to Tookie Williams, that's the most famous Crip in the world,
Exactly.
bro. I ain't gonna sit here and lie to y'all.
This nigga was in the hosting the Olympics talking about Cuz.
I agree. I feel like Cube is just as big as an icon. I feel like Cube got international fans. The movies, the childhood movies,
I agree.
already there yet. All the mega blockbusters, TV shows, all the things he's done.
I think that's why he gave it to him like that.
Okay, yeah, that's where he got it from.
Yeah.
because
Hell
Cube was
yeah.
doing
The
that first.
same
Yeah.
dynamic. Cube was doing
made
this
it. He
already.
made it more than just rap.
He laid the
turned it
foundation.
into a
Yeah.
big star.
Hell
That's
yeah.
true. That's true. All right, well, let's go through the songs. Hopefully, Snoop's not pissed off by us going through the songs. Give me 1 second. 10 songs for 10 songs. What we got? No Vaseline or Who Am I? What's my name?
God damn, I'm glad y'all set it up.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we
yeah,
got it.
Vaseline.
No Vaseline.
No
Can you keep
Vaseline.
score for us? 2 out of 3 were winning around. Who's the Mac or Ain't No Fun?
Ain't no fun, bro.
I love
Easy
Who's the
call.
Mac, but Ain't No Fun.
Ain't no fun.
Easy call.
It was a good day or gin and juice. It was a good
Yeah,
day.
that's a good one. But yeah, it's a
It was
good
a
It's
day.
a
good
good
day.
day.
Check Yourself or Murder Was the Case.
Damn.
Now,
I like
see,
Murder Was the Case.
I
better.
wasn't really in that generation, but when that murder was the case came out, bro, that was some shit.
I'm gonna go Murder Was the Case.
Got to.
What you going?
I'm gonna rock with that one.
All right.
Check Yourself went though.
Yeah.
Check Yourself
but
was a good song.
Yeah.
But
It
Murder
was
was a case.
super
Murder was a
commercial.
case
It
was
was
the
super
truth.
commercial.
It's still going
Check.
to
You know
get-
how the
Yeah.
message? It was still super
Yeah.
commercial. You know how we do it or Midnight Love? You know how we do it.
You know how we do it.
Yeah.
All right, my summer vacation or Drop It Like It's Hot.
I like Drop It Like It's Hot.
Yeah.
My summer vacation is an iconic story, but Drop It Like It's Hot is a worldwide. I'm gonna go Drop
It's
It Like
a
It's Hot.
hit.
Yeah, that's a hit.
All right, Friday or Let's Get Blown.
Damn.
Damn,
That's hard, bro.
I love both.
Damn.
I love both.
Let's
Friday
Get
or
Blown.
Let's Get Blown. Let's Get
That
Blown
was
is one of
a
my
hit,
for real.
bro.
That's one of my
That
favorites.
was a
Yeah,
hit.
The Friday song
when
is-
Pharrell and Snoop got together, I was like, that's
Yeah,
a
when they
cheat
start
code.
doing that,
Yeah, that was
Shit,
his second
that
yeah,
win.
that
was
was
his second
they
run,
locked
yeah.
the code to the Matrix. with
Let's
that.
go.
That
Let's
was
Get
cold.
Blown for that.
Yeah.
You Can Do It or Crazy When They Dog. These
Trees
streets
be
be
walking down
crazy.
the avenue.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Dum-dum-dum-dum-dum.
All
Yeah.
right, we clubbing or sensual seduction. We be clubbing or
We be
sensual
clever.
seduction.
We be clever.
I'm going sensual seduction.
Sensual seduction was tight.
It's like he reinvented
But-
himself. I
but
like
we
that.
be clubbing.
Snoop definitely did.
Snoop
He
reinvented
took it to
himself
a
with that
different-
one. Yeah, I
yeah.
like that. It
But
was like
we be
sound like a whole
clubbing.
different
I
artist.
still even remember that little thing that he
Yeah,
had in his
the
mouth.
music
I was like,
video,
damn, what the
yeah.
fuck is that? Yeah, he went crazy on that though.
But nah, we be clubbing.
Snoop went crazy on that.
I'm going we be clubbing.
Last one. Once Upon a Time in the Projects. Yo. Or That's That with R. Kelly.
That's
Yeah, that shit hard.
that was hot.
I love
that
Once
was
Upon a
hot.
Time in the Projects.
That was
off,
hot.
America's Most Wanted. I'm gonna
That was
go.
hot.
That's That though. So what's
Yeah.
the score? I feel like Snoop won. Mm-hmm. Snoop won.
Come on, Snoop.
Snoop won. Yeah, Snoop
Come
won.
on, Snoop.
Snoop
We almost
won.
had him.
Yeah. That was hard though.
Oh shit. All right, bet. Let's talk about. So last week, Corey wasn't here. and Corey didn't watch the episode, but I can tell you because I was here and I did go back and watch the episode. He didn't watch the episode. I can talk about how we were doing some verses and conversation just like this with two artists.
Yeah.
And Auntie grew tired of it. She was ready to switch the conversation. And Rich Trapper, our guest last week, pointed out how he's like, dang, that keeps happening to you, Dijon. Like, it has happened to me on different occasions. I'll be having a conversation about music on a podcast.
Yeah.
And my co-host kind of want to get some more juicier topics that aren't music related.
But that's your passion, bro. You love that music, fool. So.
I love it. It comes
Know what I
first.
mean?
I wanted to just talk about like how much, like I know it has to be a balance because not everybody cares, but how much should we be talking about music and how much do West Coast podcasts in general talk about music? What are your thoughts on that?
I feel like you the key source to it right now, bro. We don't got a lot of people talking about our music, bro.
Okay, music.
That
driven,
opened
yeah.
up that market. Everybody else got all these podcasters, bro. That's doing it for them, fool. This ours right here. I wouldn't stop that. You shed the light. Look, when you made it a problem, what Kendrick need to do, what happened?
He did it.
He did it.
That is
He
crazy.
heard it.
Yeah.
That got you planted a seed, bro. Don't do that. It showed that it works, bro. It's fruitful.
That's true. At
doing
the
that
same
shit.
time, I could tell a joke or two.
Yeah.
Not every single topic will have to be music.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to get that ratio. Am I doing 80-20 like
But
a
see,
burger?
remember when you just asked me that question earlier about the scene and how the music, I'm like, I feel like it's not even really about the music right now, bro.
It's about the other.
it's
So now
about
you
the
get
other
my
shit.
delay. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's about the other shit. It's about the gangbang. You know, it's like
Yeah.
I ain't asked you one question because I don't
Not
care.
one.
About, that's
Yeah.
not my
Yeah.
interest.
Yeah.
But if you were, and no disrespect, because everybody's into everything, I might
Yeah.
watch a podcast about sharks.
Yeah.
You feel me? I might watch
Hell
a
yeah.
podcast
'Cause
about
I
this,
stay watching.
anything. You get what I'm saying?
Hell
About
yeah.
dinosaurs or something like that. So it's people that are into gang content, street content. It's people that are into whatever type of content. So no knock to it. But me, when I sit down with a rapper, I be wanting to talk about music.
Hell yeah.
That's what
I want to see where
fascinates
you
me.
at with that music.
Yeah. So
That's right.
I feel like, especially with me having like rappers as co-hosts now, I feel like we should be able to talk about with any rapper. I feel like I should be able to talk about music with you for hours.
Hell yeah.
You should just want to talk about it.
Shit, if
All
that's your
types of
craft, you
music.
shouldn't have no problem talking about music.
I agree.
Hell yeah.
Corey, what's your take? Because you want to hear.
I feel like we could definitely talk about music. Maybe sometimes they get
A little bored of it. If
not
they don't do
necessarily
music.
bored of it, but it's hard to talk. Well, like you said, that's your passion. That's something that you really care about. That's something you love. So you got more knowledge to it. It's hard to have a conversation with somebody where you're not on that level with them.
Of music with you.
We'll talk and you might bring up, oh, this person made that, this and that, and some people don't really know like that. So
Yeah.
you know, it'll be a little bit tougher to like have this conversation.
But-
You don't know.
But to me, that's one perspective. So there's like a knowledgeable journalist perspective. But if I'm an artist or a producer watching, I want to see what the average person think too.
Yeah.
Especially when I got female calls as well. You want to hear what the ladies think.
Yeah.
Want to hear what bro think. I want to hear what the journalists think. It's like you kind of get everybody feedback real quick.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? That's
feel
my
you on that.
vision for it. As far as when we do have music topics, but I am working on, like you'll see as we get into the episode, some topics
Man,
that
they want
are.
that juicy shit too, though. I
Yeah,
ain't
you
gonna
gotta
lie,
weave
bro.
it. You gotta
Yeah.
weave it in there. You got what I'm saying? You gotta kind of weave it in
Yeah,
there.
yeah.
So maybe, like I said, like a good burger, like 80-20, like a split, like 80% music, and then you weave
20%.
in the podcast shit,
Exactly.
and then you got a good burger. All right, bet. This is another topic I want. You're not fat no more. You lost a lot of weight.
I
don't think you can speak to
Had to
this.
get that thing right, bro.
Right? You used to be fat.
As a motherfucker.
Was you taking those Zipic in there?
Man, hell no. I'm
You
busting,
sure?
busting down. I don't even know if they give it in there. Shit. Them niggas in there off drugs, off spice and crystal and all kind of crazy.
Spice
ass
is
shit.
crazy.
Spice is crazy.
There's a what's the platform? Point and Shoot, aka YouTube Sheriff. He has a new video about a gentleman. I won't call him a gentleman. A YouTuber named Flacco, and it's titled "Flacco is the dirtiest podcaster on YouTube." This is part of that bullshit we were talking about. So it inspired me to have a conversation because Flacco's fat. I used to work with Flacco at No Jumper. Clearly, I did used to smell him. Different hosts have since came out
And smelled you.
and said they even Almighty Suspect for him. He said like I've smelt you before.
Yeah.
Josh, one of the coroners or supervisors at No Jumper, said that you've had
And what they
days where I
saying he
smelled
smell
you.
like?
Bad. He smell. Flacco smells really, really bad, and I feel like it gives bad niggas a bad name.
Yeah.
I mean, fat niggas a bad name. Excuse me. So Corey, as fellow big people, can we have the conversation
Man,
about
don't
big
take me
nigga
out.
hygiene?
I feel like Buddy Love over here. Sherman's still in that motherfucker.
Let's
For
talk
real.
about big nigga hygiene. It's summertime. It's hot. What are the things us fat men have to do to remain hygienic? And let's teach Flacco how to be fat and not stinky.
You gotta shower.
I
You gotta
agree.
shower
Yeah,
daily.
Starts
got to.
there.
Once or twice, because it's
Twice
hot.
a
So
day
you feel me?
when
Once
you
you
fat.
start sweating, don't think, oh, I was
Don't
just
think you
chilling.
good.
Don't think, oh, I was
Don't
just
try to
chilling
change that
today and then
shirt.
I'm
No.
about to go out. Nah,
Yeah.
you was chilling
Hop
early.
your ass in that
You hop
water.
your ass in the shower before
Yeah.
you go out. Deodorant.
Deodorant.
Twice for you,
Deodorant is a
Flacco.
must.
Hell yeah.
Use 2 different sticks.
And
Don't
throw
try
some
to
cologne
go
on,
in the
man.
bathroom and put some deodorant on.
No, yeah.
Throw some cologne.
Ain't no
on.
real
You
quick
can't
rinse
match
off.
that.
Nah,
Yeah.
You
hell
need
no.
a thorough shower.
Yeah, goddamn right.
A thorough shower.
Goddamn right.
Tell him to brush his teeth.
Oh, if you ain't doing that shit.
Flacco,
God
brush your
damn.
teeth too.
Yeah,
And
that's
then there's
bad.
nothing to buy some cologne too, man. You know, spray yourself up, get you some good body washes. You gotta be clean. You can't be no big stinky nigga.
I
not
fear
at all.
that people will smell Flacco and think all big niggas smell like that.
Nah.
So I want to make sure that
can't
we
be
get
no-
Flacco
Nah,
and his
nah,
hygiene together. I know
He
he's
ain't representative for all of us.
good.
Yeah.
Some niggas be stinky. Hey, that's them.
I feel
That's
like
Flacco.
when you a big nigga, you gotta make sure you fly at all times.
You got to stay
You
on
gotta,
point.
you gotta be on point.
Can't just be a big nigga. Gotta be a big smooth nigga. That's what Grizzly said for sure.
So make sure you guys check out that point and shoot visual on Flacco being the stinkiest, dirtiest podcast on YouTube. And hopefully he taps in with this big nigga hygiene tutorial and changes that.
Shower.
We're gonna get a nigga right.
You gotta shower.
You got to shower
You gotta
Flacco.
shower.
Add Flacco on the end of that.
Summertime, you gotta take 2 showers.
It's hot.
You gotta take 2
Twice,
showers.
yeah. 2 showers. All right. Keeping on No Jumper, there is a smoker by the name of King Peel. This is part of that bullshit I was talking
A smoker.
about. Yeah, he's definitely a smoker. Let's give him a smoke.
Shit.
He left. I saw a segment he had. I didn't even watch the full thing. He was saying something about me. I really could care less. It wasn't until he commented on my post. So I was grading Eastside K Boy's music video. It's called Go. And I do my music stream. People send in a song. I grade it on the spot.
I just did one with him the other day.
Shout out to K Boy.
Yeah, shout out to K Boy.
And so I graded his song. I think I wasn't really feeling it, so I gave it like a D.
Yeah.
And so King Pill left this awkward comment. I wanted to talk about it with you guys. It says, "So what the fuck do you do, fat thighs?" And he spelled fat P-H-A-T. And I said, "Hey yo,
Like, come on, gang.
Fat thighs is crazy.
and I just want to know." What part of the game is that? Like, when did niggas
you
start?
playing dirty.
Fat thighs is crazy.
With a P-H-A-T. I've never had that happen to me. I just wanted to see, like, am I bugging or is that's a cool comment on a nigga's page?
Nah.
That's crazy. That's what we on?
As men, we should never spell fat P-H-A-T.
A-T.
That's
Or
like
be
crazy.
talking about my thighs.
We should never talk about a man's thighs.
Yeah, why you talking about my thighs?
A man's thighs is never
All
my
the things he could have said
conversation.
about me. All the things he could have said about me.
He
Like,
could've
so
said
what do you
anything.
do,
He could've called
fat
you fat
thighs?
boy, but
Man, that's
fat
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 thighs
thighs.
is crazy.
That's
Fat
crazy.
thighs is
That's like
pause.
crazy.
Yeah, I mean, I grade music. That's what I do. I grade music, and I don't talk about other people's thighs. You feel me? I'm never gonna leave that comment on anyone's post. That's crazy. Them no jumper shenanigans, boy. I tell you about it. That's a smoker for you. All right, Jada. Let's get to tweet of the week. What we got?
Okay, so Frosty the Snowman said, "We need AI producers. Don't nobody got time to be sitting here watching you figure out how to play a piano."
Damn.
Would you rap over an AI beat?
Nah, I got producers.
Yeah, I agree.
I'm in the loop with all the producers, so I don't have that problem.
What's the difference between a producer and a beat maker to you?
Nah, a producer, he gonna sit there with you. He gonna make that beat. He gonna tell you, nah, say this like this. He rides the whole song with you.
Exactly.
A beat maker just makes the beat and expects you just to go on your own.
Yep.
You got a real producer. Sometimes the song is already led for you.
He's
You just
coaching you through
He's
it.
coaching you through the
Yeah,
whole
I
thing.
agree.
That's a producer to me.
A producer's responsible for the product.
Exactly.
If the song is bad, it's on the producer.
It's on the producer.
It's your fault. You the conductor. You the head of it.
Hell
To me,
yeah.
the producer is more important than the artist.
Hell yeah.
You the head. You supposed to control the studio. It's supposed to, the artist should be. It's not obviously the artist gonna have input, but you should be guiding him and coaching him to
Hell
make
yeah.
the best record, him or her. So AI beat.
That's like crazy,
Imagine
bro.
that. I mean, it's AI rappers getting signed. Timbaland just signed an AI artist.
Yeah.
AI?
Yeah.
For real?
Damn.
Timbaland
How
just
that
signed an AI
work?
artist.
AI be doing some shit.
What do you mean? Like he signed a computer?
Yeah, I've
no,
never
some
heard
software. He signed
a software.
software that's gonna make records for him, and nobody else can use that person's voice, that AI voice, to put out records. So it's a particular voice. He signed it.
Bro,
that's his artist.
That sound like crazy, bro.
It's
I ain't gonna lie to you.
That
2025.
How do
that
you-
AI chat GBT shit is crazy.
Yeah.
Me and my coworkers just talking about
That shit
this
gonna take over the
today.
world, bro.
His cousins was trying to explain baddies to him. So they had Chat GBT explain it to him, right? And so then his cousin was like, sauce it up a little bit. Chat GBT gonna say, all right, so check it out, boom. Like, what the fuck?
Check it out, boom, from a robot is
All right,
crazy.
check it
Yeah,
out. It's
that's-
like, all right, check it out.
So
So it's
that-
bam, 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 bam.
Imagine a whole beat from a computer, just like this, on the spot. Just cutting out the producer altogether. That sucks. That's terrible.
Yeah, that sucks.
It's not gonna have no soul
Nah, hell
or
no.
feeling. It ain't been through nothing.
Yeah,
Damn.
For sure ain't been through nothing.
Frosty,
that's
stop
deep.
being lazy. Link up with a
Come
real
on,
producer.
gang. Come on, F gang.
Who's
Get in
that?
there with them guys, man. I know you got them. I know they knocking your door
We
down,
damn near
bro.
gonna have to change tweet of the week to
Frosty.
of the week. Frosty's tweet of the week.
His
Frosty
Twitter.
tweet of the week.
His
Frosty
Twitter is
been holding
Yeah.
it down for weeks.
He been
It be-
on one?
It be like once or twice we get somebody else, but we usually
It's
go
normally
on
Frosty.
Brother is
Do you be
retarded.
on Twitter?
He go crazy.
Have you been back on Twitter?
Nah, I ain't hop back on Twitter
This
yet.
shit go up.
It's
He
a
give
negative
us a good
place.
quote
Yeah.
once a week.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go tune in.
All right, speaking of negativity, this is another one of those bullshit topics, but this is fun. What would you do if you was president? Because I feel like our president, you feel me, he's entertaining as fuck, but he'd be on bunk. What would you do if you was president of the United States?
Hey, niggas might not like this, but That nigga Trump stand on business.
He stand on business.
stand on
And I ain't gonna lie, man, y'all probably wouldn't like me either. I ain't gonna lie.
That nigga said they don't know what the fuck they're doing. I never heard a president cuss in my life.
Man, he crazy.
I've never heard a
Something wrong
president
with
cuss
him.
in my life.
He don't give a fuck.
Nigga, we got a president that was fighting felony charges.
Man, we got a president that got popped on and stood up and said,
Oh God, he did get popped.
He the realest white boy out.
that's
He the realest
crazy.
white boy out.
Man,
So-
he a gang
Well, hold
leader.
on,
This
don't make
nigga made.
don't make this a MAGA podcast. Hold on now,
Yeah.
don't get us canceled.
We ain't but shit.
Yeah.
Bro,
Stand on
shit,
business.
nigga stand on business. I can't be mad about that. Even if I don't all the way agree with you in your decisions and your actions, if you standing on what you believe in, I
respect
can
that.
respect
I can
it.
respect
I
that.
definitely
I can respect
respect that you. All right, if you got something, he. Like you said, he gonna be upfront with it. I'd rather you let me know from how you feel.
Front of gate
If it's
right
fuck-
there.
If you feel like, all right, man, I don't really fuck with
Yeah,
y'all.
then let me know that.
But don't be over here like, oh,
Conniving.
it's good,
Yeah,
bro.
I don't like that.
I love you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Then go talk over there. Oh man, fuck these niggas.
That's
Hell
most
yeah.
Democrats.
Exactly.
But all right, if I was president, I'm for sure grocery store prices down.
His
all the
first
way
thing is
down.
gonna drop DoorDash prices. I promise.
Cut the tax.
DoorDash 50% off if you vote for the Jean
See, I ain't been to a store, none of that shit, bro.
You're lying.
I swear.
That'd have been my first stop.
Nope, I ain't been there yet.
So what have you ate?
A Popeye chicken sandwich.
That's the first thing you
That's
went
the
and got?
first thing I ate. I heard motherfuckers was
A COVID
dying over them
sandwich?
motherfuckers.
Niggas was
Niggas
I missed
dying
all
over
that,
the
bro. I had to
sandwich,
go
yeah.
see what that was talking about.
Damn.
But I've been eating at home, bro. I've been trying to switch it up and eat better, but yeah, I don't know what them
Popeye
prices do.
sandwich.
I'm used to soups and chips and
The
mackerels
prices
and
is
fish.
Inflation is crazy.
It's crazy.
prices
It will
is
make
through the
you
roof.
just make you faint.
Yeah.
It's the craziest price.
Somebody told me
Eggs,
ain't no
$8,
dollar menu.
$9.
There's no more dollar menu.
No, it's value menus. $4, $5.
Yeah.
A chicken
nigga, that's
sandwich is
crack.
$5. Like,
Nah,
at McDonald's.
hell no.
It is
Nigga, I can get a
value
4 for
menu.
Value
$4
menus.
for
They
Wendy's.
thought they
It
was
ain't
slick.
dollar, it's value.
Thought they was slick.
No more 4 for 4.
No, it's Biggie bag.
That's crazy. That's like crazy. Damn.
Inflation is crazy.
Inflation is a motherfucker.
So
boy.
that's the
Yeah,
first
Trump,
thing
we gotta
I would,
fix that.
If I was president, I would work
We
on
gotta fix
inflation,
that.
not just for food, just for all the expensive medicine, expensive everything.
Yeah.
the
Inflation.
houses. Can a nigga get a house in Cali?
Yeah,
God
houses.
damn.
Hell no.
All of it, all of the prices would go down. But if y'all was president, what's one thing y'all would do differently?
What would you do?
I'm giving out stimmies.
Good.
I'm giving out stimmies. I'm getting reelected.
Good stimmies.
I'm getting reelected.
I'm
Good-
giving out
good
good stimmies,
stimmies.
nigga. The hood gonna fuck with me.
Hell yeah.
Everybody was up come COVID. Everybody had them little stimmy checks. EDD. Everybody was booming.
Everybody was good. I gotta agree with you, bro. I'm giving out stimmies. If I got it just to give out like that,
Oh yeah.
How much
What?
y'all giving out?
Ooh, now, shit.
Cause he gave up what 12?
Yeah, he gave like 12,
Yeah.
but niggas was passing on EDD.
Niggas was
I
passing.
didn't get EDD.
Eddie was the man.
I didn't get
Eddie
EDD.
was the man.
But niggas was passing.
PPP
on
was
EDD.
the joint thought.
Everybody was
Yeah.
up. 2020,
Everybody
everybody was
was up.
up.
Yeah,
Everybody
everybody
was
was
up.
The
Seafood
bell.
boils.
Yeah.
Man, I'm on FaceTime with the homies. They on Skid Row with a laptop, just driving around, busting people down, bro. It was,
man.
it was
It
real.
Beautiful
Hidden.
time.
Yeah, Canteen was fat thin. For sure.
Beautiful time.
Man, during COVID, bro, I swear to God, bro, in prison food, phones was going for 10,000, bro.
A cell phone.
10 bands
Damn.
for a
Damn.
cell phone.
iPhone or
For
any kind of cell
any
phone.
kind of phone. $100 phone from Walmart.
Obama phones?
$10 phones.
Flip phones?
Bro, nah, flip niggas don't really
Niggas
rock
don't-
with flip
who the
phones.
fuck
Sidekicks?
got a
Yeah,
flip,
yeah, niggas ain't doing no.
flip
nah.
phone. Ain't no flip phone in
Nah,
existence.
hell no.
No, niggas
But 10 bands, bro, literally.
Niggas ain't got no flip phone.
10 bands for an iPhone.
Literally.
That motherfucker better come with every
I watch
app
Hit
on
Boy
that bitch.
Daddy
You don't
pay
got
10
shit.
bands for a phone, bro. Seriously.
Big hit. Free
Yeah,
big hit. I think
bro.
you back in there.
Yeah.
Free big hit.
Yeah. 10 bands, bro. They was
Damn,
going that
prices in jail
motherfucker,
be
wiping him
crazy.
down. He'll buy a new one every
10
day.
bands for a cell phone is crazy.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Do it come with a charger?
Yeah, you get your charger. It come with a charger. For sure.
Okay, drawing it back to music real quick. I need to pull up this Double XL freshman cover. Have y'all seen this?
Nah.
Nah, man.
Okay, we're gonna talk about this, and then the next topic is gonna be One Take J. So, Double XL dropped their cover yesterday. This is the first time I have to point this out. This is the first time they've had West Coast artists on the cover since 2021.
Who they got on there?
EBK Jabo was there via proxy because he got arrested, so it's just a photo of him at the top. He got at the photo shoot.
Brother, come on.
Yeah, he went back, but he won the 10th spot.
Yeah.
And then we got Jello, who's from Chino. And Rayvon, who's from Long Beach.
Rayvon go crazy.
Rayvon does go crazy.
Rayvon album was a slapper.
And Rayvon, I've been watching him for a long time. I don't know him or nothing like that, but he been grinding as long as I've been grinding, bro. So he deserved every blessing that he got coming.
Yeah, he's been on TDE since before the pandemic.
Hell yeah.
So, he waited for a while. He finally put out his project, Good, Bad, Dollar Menu. I fuck with it. I think I graded like a B.
That go crazy.
Shout out to Rayvon. Congratulations. I'm just happy to see Vanessa Satin and her team that's editor XXL
Hell yeah.
put some West Coast artists on her cover. Because,
yeah.
like I said, it's been since 2021. How do you feel, before I go through the list, how do you guys feel about 310 Baby being snubbed for the second year in a row?
I was just going to say, like, damn, come on, man. That little nigga has been... He dropped the hit young as fuck in high school.
As a kid.
Went crazy.
He
followed up with another banger.
Rocky Hips.
Come on, man.
Yeah.
So he's still a freshman?
He hasn't put out a project on a major label, and that is the...
That's the problem?
No, that's the curriculum or qualification for their coverage. You can't be on a major label and put out your debut project.
He went mainstream. Young as fuck.
Definitely.
Like, we were just talking about it earlier. It's a struggle.
With a West Coast sound.
With West Coast artists, it's hard for us to get past Arizona, Texas. We got a nice little. We get an area where the rappers can tour and stuff, but he went mainstream.
Performing at NBA games, I believe NFL games using his song. He was, what's the video game that you use the armors, the suits and stuff? Fortnite. He had his dance and song on there.
And that's
performed
big.
at Summer Jam, tour Europe.
Yeah.
He's had 2 charting singles. I definitely feel like he's been snubbed for the second year in a row.
I agree on that.
If I could ask somebody
they stripped
to
that from him because that's big.
It was Jello, Laser Dim 700, Rayvon, Samara Sin, Nino Pay, Lil Shimmy, 1900 Rug Rag, YTB Fat, Baby Chief Do It, Ian and Eam, Triplin. And then Cardo Got Wings, one of my favorite producers, did the Cypher beat. And so I'm not too upset with the cover. I feel like I do my own freshman cover, so it's definitely hard. I've done 5 in a row.
Yeah.
It's hard picking 10 artists, and then you got to think, you can pick the right 10 artists. That don't mean all of them going to make it to the shoot. Look at EBK. Like, you feel me? You can have the right artist there, and then people be like, oh, why he's not there? The nigga's in jail, the nigga didn't show up, the nigga XYZ. So, again, I'm just happy to see Rayvon on there.
Rayvon had a hell of an album. That album was dope.
I believe it's a mixtape, but yeah, that project was fire. And then he also, I'm not going to say, he definitely didn't win the beef, but he did his thing with the Joey Badass Diss Records.
He had some good bars.
So who won the beef?
Joey Badass won.
He went crazy.
Yeah, he went more crazy, and it was him versus so many.
Man, he squabbled everybody.
Yeah,
you got to give everybody a fade.
But a lot of niggas held their own too. Like I said, Rayvon had one, Chike had one.
Chike, that's brother, man. Shout out Chike.
Shout out to Chike.
For sure.
I wanted to see. Oh, my music stopped playing. One Take Dre dropped a record. It's called. He dropped an EP called Complex Capitalist. And the song is called Case Closed. So I wake up, I see a bunch of notifications. Once AJ disses the Jean Paul, I'm like, what the fuck is this about? So I go check it out.
Used to that now.
And he has a music video and a new song I call Case Closed. And to me, he's dissing Complex.
Yeah.
I was just one of 14 people that put together or contributed to the Complex Best LA Rappers list.
Yeah.
But there's 14 other names on the screen. So he's performing in front of the article in his music video. Did you guys hear the record, and what's your thoughts on
for sure.
Should he have been on the list? What's your thoughts on the record?
I for sure heard the record. I listened to the whole EP. I listened to it a couple times.
That's what's up.
I feel like One Take, he be gassing shit. He don't necessarily get the credit, but I feel like he a good artist.
Would you put him on 50 best LA rappers of all time list? If you was making the list, would you have him on there?
I could see him in the top 50.
Okay.
I could see One Take in top 50 for sure. I wish I could see the whole list. If I could see the whole list, and if I see some people that's like, man,
there was a couple of people on the list that was
that
like,
probably shouldn't have been there. Like, who is bro?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I mean everybody's opinion is different. Some of the names on the list, like OGZ,
Yeah.
G Perico. I'm thinking about like newer artists. Draco was in like 20s. Nipsey was at 11.
Yeah.
Dom, YG was at 16. Dom was at 19.
Yeah.
But so let me see. With One Take J, dang, I'm trying to find it. Anywho, I had another screenshot I was gonna read, but with One Take J, for me, I'll just speak from the heart. He is talented. He can really rap, and I've had this conversation on this podcast before years ago, and he has responded. So we've had this banter before, but now it's regarding the list I was a part of. One Take J is not a legacy artist, in my opinion. It has not went to the next level because he lacks depth, subject matter, the content. How he raps is cool. What he's rapping about is redundant. So I look at One Take J as he's like, just read up YG. He never got to My Crazy Life.
YG, okay.
He never
I
got
get
to
what you're
Still
saying.
Brazy.
Yeah.
And at a certain point, you have to evolve and go to the next level. You have to mature that sound. You can't keep making the Wallflower, high school, bopper type of records.
I get what you mean.
Because you get trapped in that box.
He be in his like, I'm just popping shit. Like, I'm
Shit
popping
talking.
my shit.
Yeah.
Shit talking. I can name important things Nipsey said. I can name important things YG said.
Yeah.
I can name important things RJ said. I can name important things Dom
So
said.
you saying
What's
you
an
want him to
important
have some
thing?
more like substance behind it?
Yeah, some maturity.
Yeah.
You know, as we become men, as we grow into being better men, hopefully,
Yeah.
a narrative comes with that. Like, West Coast is not just all bitches on your dick, fucking niggas,
Turned
bitches,
up
I
party.
got money, I'm the shit. It's
Yeah.
not that. It's a pain and a soul and the blues that come with being a man
Hell
in
yeah.
Cali, in Los Angeles, and all the trials and tribulations we go through. And I think that's what My Crazy Life, one of my favorite albums, embody. Gangster, ratchet, but there's still a story.
Yeah.
From Meet the Flockers to Sorry Mama to Really Be Smoking, Really Be Drinking, like all these different songs, he's taking you through the life of a
him,
lot
his
of
crazy
men
life,
at that
yeah.
age, at that time.
Hell yeah.
And gave you a masterpiece. He added art to it, and I feel like One Take J has never done that on a big level. I feel like, imagine if YG just stayed at Patty Cake and relaxed, and
The
she a
whole
model.
time. Yeah.
And stayed there. Like, okay, that was cool for them, but
It's not gonna go nowhere.
you gotta grow. You gotta
get what you
develop.
mean.
So I feel like that happened on One Take J. I feel like
One
that.
take dope though, bro. I ain't gonna
The
lie.
skill
I
set-
don't put it past
Just-
him. Yeah,
I think
the
he's
skill is
very
there.
Like you
possible.
said, he can really rap.
Yeah.
His cadences, he has a good flow.
Yeah.
Like you said, he be popping shit.
Consistent.
Yeah.
He's been putting out
Change
a
the
lot of
topics,
music.
brother.
Yeah,
That's
just
it.
be more vulnerable.
That's it. 'Cause
Let
he
down
go
that
crazy.
guard and let us know what's going on or what went on. Like, I need to
Yeah.
know things about you. What
The
was your
backstory.
upbringing
Bring
like?
us in, yeah.
What was your household like growing up?
Yeah.
Was Pops there? Was he
Yeah,
not?
yeah.
What was going on with Mom's? Like, what's the situation? What's the story? What was you like? You feel me then and now? What's going on? Your relationships, different things. And I'm not saying that he hasn't made love records. I believe he did like a Compton love story before and stuff like that. But on a big level, his known records aren't substance. His known records are just party records.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's why he gets excluded from these type of conversations, because he didn't level up in maturity and subject matter. But I do think he's talented. I can't take that away from him. How do you feel about, because he's one of the ratchet rappers, how do you feel about ratchet music, especially since you've been gone and now that you're back?
And you know that's my lane. So the whole time you've been talking, I'm like, shit.
Yeah.
Honestly, bro, for me, that ratchet shit gonna get you popping here.
Okay.
But that ratchet shit ain't gonna help you to cross over, bro. Like meaning it worked with a selected few artists when Blueface did it, when 310 Baby did it, you know what I'm saying?
I'm going to say can.
At some point you gonna have to switch it up to stay relevant, bro. Or they gonna just go on to the next.
I think it's cool for singles,
Yeah.
but you can't. If you're gonna give me a ratchet project, it would have to introduce some sort of genius or something. Something would
Yeah.
have to be groundbreaking. You can't just give me a whole project of that, and that can't just be a whole spiel.
Yeah.
Your whole spiel can't just be, because even 310 Baby, I feel like even he would be respected more and held in more higher regard if he had more lyrical and depth
Approach
type
to it.
records. You get what
Yeah.
I'm saying? And then you also had the big ratchet records to get people in.
Yeah.
But you got some like main
So
course
you
type
need the
shit.
ratchet too, though. Like
It's
when
a
you
balance.
when you understand your fan base, you gotta give them what they want, and that plays a part also.
So, who are some of your favorite ratchet rappers? I know you said Chef Boy
Chef Boy going crazy
going
right
crazy,
now.
310 Baby.
310 Baby going crazy right now. You know, I was in a loop, but I really wasn't, bro. So you'll probably have to name a few, and I'll be able to. You know what I'm saying?
We had Anderson Bobster, but he's locked up. But he had that Like the Way You Move record going crazy.
That went crazy.
That record went crazy.
Yeah.
Mark Nasty is popping off now.
I ain't heard of Mark Nasty.
Yeah, Mark Nasty has a record called
Yeah, I got it. Wait, is it with
AD?
Yeah, I like that. That go crazy.
That's a ratchet song. That's a ratchet element. Yeah. So I feel like Little Vader. We can't take that away from him.
I just did one Vader last night.
Really?
Yeah, Vader go crazy.
Vader is, I feel the same way, and I've said that about Lil Vader, and then he put out a diss record against me called RuPaul. It's funny. But I had the same critique with One Take J with Vader. Like, Vader can really rap.
Yeah.
But it's like you got to, at some point, it can't just all be wop, 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 and that's saying you got to switch it up and then have that as singles. Like Left, Right, Oh My Crazy Life. I know we keep going back to that. It had a simple song, too, Left, Right. Yeah. That's a simple song. That might have got people attention, but there was real
songs on there. Yeah. I get you.
So that's my critique with Vader, too. So when can we expect that record?
That's coming soon. I'm gonna be dropping back to back, bro, every week until it get right back to where it was. Cause my problem with me, everybody knew the songs, but nobody knew the face, and that's because I really didn't too much care about the rapping like that. It was working. I was getting the views. People was going crazy on it, but I wasn't shooting no visuals to them.
The content's not there. It was hard to find a photo of you today.
You see what I'm saying? You see what it was not there, bro. So now, after sitting down that long and me watching myself go viral all these years and going viral on TikTok and me just being out the loop in my sound and my music, it's not a party in LA that's not playing my music.
That's true. You just got to put a face to it.
Every weekend. I gotta put a face to it.
Same thing with artist named Tapri Grams. I don't know if you heard it on the Long Beach.
I
hear so many people playing his records, but nobody can tell you what he looks like. Yeah. And I'm the only person that ever interviewed him.
Wow.
I'm like, bro, you gotta do interviews, you gotta do photo shoots, you gotta do content. So it's kind of like it's kind of like how we started the interview where you were saying like it's all about the actions and not the music. Well, sometimes it's vice versa. Sometimes you already got the music, now you gotta get the action. Now people gotta see you.
Yeah,
so
that was my side of things. Hell yeah.
But shout out to One Take J, shout out to Lil Vader, shout out to Mark Nasty, Chef Boy, shout out to all the ratchet rappers, even Joe Moses, the ratchet pioneer, LA ratchet pioneer. He just dropped a new project. I'm going to be grading it on my stream tomorrow. Let's get into this next topic. Mexican OT did an interview. I forget the young lady. You remember her name? Cleopatra. Did an interview with her. It went viral over the weekend where she asked him about how does he feel about non-black people, Hispanics using the N-word, saying nigga. Did you guys see his response?
Nah, what'd he say?
I seen his response. He kind of was just like, yeah, I grew up with my black people. I was around it all the time. But I think what people took offense to the most was he was like,
what you gonna do about it? He was like, what are they gonna do about it? It was that disposition that I feel like offended people. He was cool with the because we hear that all the time, like, oh, I grew up with black people, da. But then once you add the little extra, like, and what they gonna do about it? If they was here, what would they do about me saying it? I feel like that rubbed people the wrong way. So what's y'all take on non-black people using the N-word?
Tell you the truth, bro, I'm from a generation where that started. Like the generations before us, other races wasn't using the N-word. But when we start growing up and they start listening to music that we listen to and dressing how we dress, and they was using that same word as us. But I mean, I respect the people that don't like that they said. I mean, you feel me? You got gang members that don't like when people say cuz, but you got cousins that get mad and he gonna say cuz, and ain't nobody gonna do nothing to him. So maybe that's what he meant on that topic, but honestly, I feel like the N-word is kind of just a word now, bro. It's not really derogatory, like a bad word how people trying to paint it to be. It's another word like bro. Now, to older people, that's a problem.
Very serious.
That's a problem. That's very
for
serious.
sure out here, it's more like slang than it is.
It's slang.
Like you said, niggas, Hispanics grew up with us. We all grew up together. We all was in the like you said, listen to the same music, shit, dressing the same.
I feel like it's our fault.
Game, so yeah,
you gonna say it on these songs, and they singing these songs, and then you expect them just to stop on that part.
I'm not gonna say fault, but I look at it kind of like a universal law. Like people treat you how you treat yourself.
Yeah.
So if people see you referring to each other, your women and each other in a derogatory term, they're gonna do that as well.
Yeah.
And I also feel like it's like there's so many more pressing issues we could focus on as black people.
Yeah.
It's like we don't own hospitals, we don't own schools, we don't own banks, we don't own
everybody got
those
something.
type of institutions. We don't have black oncologists out here on the West Coast,
We don't got none
but
of
we
that.
focusing on the ownership of this N-word.
We worried about who's saying the N-word.
Yeah, I feel like at this point, because it's like
crazy.
we keep seeing these conversations on the podcast about it. I understand, because at one point it offended me. I won't lie. At one point when I was younger, it
And I
did
respect
offend
that.
me.
Yeah.
But as I grew older and just got much more on my plate,
Yeah.
and bills and real life issues, it's like I can't. Now, don't call me it.
Yeah, don't say it to me.
Don't
Yeah.
refer to me as that.
Yeah.
But I'm not gonna trip on if I'm in a room with Hispanic or Asian and they referring to each other as nigga.
Yeah.
I'm not finna ruin the party.
And be like, hey,
Yeah,
bro,
I
don't
done
say
been
that.
sitting at the table at a restaurant and I done heard a group of them saying it with each other. Ain't no
Yeah.
black people in, so it's like, you know, it's not
Yeah.
malicious.
You gonna flip
Hey,
the table?
no, but I ain't gonna
Yeah.
lie. Don't you? You always looked though like.
Oh yeah. But again, if I
But
was
it's
younger,
like-
I would trip.
Yeah,
But it's like I'm
yeah.
older. I just don't care as much now.
Nah,
I
it's
can't
not the
cap.
same,
I
bro.
do not care as much like I used to about this.
Yeah. It's not the same. I
really
believe
just don't care
I
no
believe
more.
I had seen Lefty Gunplay talking about that before.
Right,
And
well,
he
see,
didn't like it.
when I interviewed him,
Yeah.
he kept saying blacks.
That's
And
some jail
so-
shit. To be
Is
all
it?
the way honest, yes, that's some jail shit, bro.
Okay.
Y'all wouldn't know it, but that's some jail shit. They call us the blacks. The blacks are over there. The
separated.
blacks.
It's
Yeah.
better than the
blacks.
niggas.
It's
Better than the niggas,
better
but
than
I
niggas?
mean, it's the feeling of it. I get what you're saying. But
So when he
they
was
say that.
when he was saying it, a lot of the comments were like, "Oh, you sitting there while you saying the blacks." But I'm thinking like, shit. At least you're not saying
At least he's
niggas,
saying
the
the
niggas,
niggas,
the
the
niggas, the
niggas, the
niggas.
niggas. Yeah.
Again, like I mean, I'm 30 years old now. I just can't stress over it. I can't give another day in my life to stressing over what words somebody else is using. You get what I'm saying? That's how I look at it at this point. But shout out to Cleopatra.
Cleo Trapper.
Cleo Trapper. I'm sorry. Shout out to
You
Cleo
said
Trapper.
Cleopatra.
Don't forget she blocked me.
Same
Don't care
thing.
about her.
Same thing. All right, let's end with this. Who's the best R&B group of all time? What's the best R&B group of all time? We can do a male and
that's
female
hard, bro.
list.
best.
Not list, just number one female group, number one male group.
All time.
I feel like Temptations.
Damn.
What about the Jackson 5?
Not over Temptations.
Not over the Temptation.
You got Jackson 5 over Temptations?
They went crazy.
Not over Temptations. David Ruffin.
The Isley brother. This bro. Is
Dennis
something-
Edwards, Temptations?
That's deep, bro.
I'm going
was a tough
Temptations.
one.
You going Jackson 5 though? For male? Because
That's
we also
tough,
got
bro.
Jodeci, Boys the Men.
Jodeci went crazy. Boys.
Isley
yeah.
Brothers.
I just said that.
Yeah.
Yeah. For my generation, when Pretty Ricky had they wave, oh my God, we was going crazy in
It
them parties.
was a lot.
Yeah.
That's a lot of
112
good.
is my
I was
favorite.
just about to say
112.
112.
112 is my favorite.
Jagged
male group.
Edge.
Jagged Edge.
Yeah.
Mid Condition.
Yeah.
Drew Hill.
Cisco.
But I'm
They
going.
going viral right now.
Oh, for the Drew
Everybody
Hills,
do
do
that.
20
Give
Drew
me
Hills.
20 Drew Hills.
Yeah.
I'm going Temptations.
I'm going Temptations.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know, bro.
Got to pick best male group before we get to female groups. Best male R&B group of all time.
Fuck.
That's hard, bro.
Got to pick.
I'm going Jackson 5.
Fuck it, I'm gonna go to Isley's.
I
They
like
went
that.
crazy.
Isley Brothers, Temptation, Jackson 5. All right, female wise, my favorite is SWV. That's my favorite girl group or female R&B group. But Destiny's Child, TLC,
Destiny's Child
In
went
Vogue.
crazy.
Everybody in In Vogue can sing.
I'm gonna have to go
That was,
Destiny's
yeah, I was about
Child.
to say that was a little bit before my time. I Destiny Child.
Escape. I'm
Kick
going
off the
SWV.
shoes. Yeah, yeah.
I'm
Yeah, I'm
going
gonna have to
SWV.
go Destiny's Child because all them still relevant. I ain't gonna lie.
Well, Kelly Rowland opening for Brandy and Monica on tour.
That don't make no damn sense.
I don't think it's too bad.
That don't make no damn sense.
She
That's
opened-
not right.
Why not
She
though,
said
JD?
no.
Let's close with that.
It just that I would think she's not no opener for them.
They both came
Yeah.
out before. Brandy and Monica was both out before
did they?
Destiny's Child. Destiny's Child came out, 97, 98. Brandy
Yeah.
came out 94. Monica came out 94,
But you don't
95.
think Kelly Rowland? I thought she was a big artist, bro.
Destiny's Child is a big artist.
Yeah, the
Like,
group
Kelly
Kelly
when
Rowland
they're
got hits
together.
too though. By
What,
herself.
Motivation? The limo?
That's a big hit.
Yeah.
Big hit.
Like this with Eve? Like nah.
Big hit.
If she don't perform Destiny Child songs, she got a good 5-6 songs to perform.
You
could
said she
open
was
up.
opening for Monica and Brandy?
Yeah, they doing a joint tour after all 8 years of beefing. They doing a
Do
joint
Monica
tour.
got a lot? I don't know too many. I know a few. I
Yeah,
know like 4.
Monica got So Gone, Before You Walk Out of My Life, Trust with Keisha Cole. I love Keisha. Now Monica got some joints,
Yeah.
but Brandy to me is the bigger artist too.
Yeah, Brandy big.
But I mean, they both got their only Grammy. Their only Grammy is together. The Boy Is Mine.
Boy Is Mine.
Is their only Grammy. So, all right, Ben. So we talked about R&B. We talked about the Double XL Freshman cover. We talked about LA Ratchet Rap. We talked about Flacco stinking. We talked about King Pill's comment on my IG page. We talked about Snoop Dogg's comment on my IG page.
Yeah.
We played West West with Twoske. Twoske, let the people know what you got coming next, please.
Man, it's coming, bro. I've been in the studio every day. I'm finna drop. I got this one right now with me, Chef Boy and Lil Vader. I should be dropping that within 2 weeks. Call, are you ready?
Okay.
So that's coming, man. It's time to go crazy. Definitely.
Absolutely. Well, I just dropped today. I partnered with Potion Los Angeles and Snackland for these 2 new drinks. We got a ADLA Blue Palm Lemonade and Rappaport Car Fruit Punch. And these infused drinks, they fire.
Hey, you zooted it.
Make sure you tap in with at Snackland, at Potion Los Angeles for some.
I think I'm high already. I'm on parole. I'm supposed to be drinking.
Yeah, put that down. Put that down. But like I said, ADLA Lemonade, Rappaport Car Fruit Punch. Tap in. We'll be back next week with Auntie and Ash Bash and Jada Stokes and Media Spill and Corey Nels and DJ Paul. We'll see you next week. Peace. We out of here.